All right, now that I won this brand new 2020 Aston Martin Valkyrie through the special event, First Flight, with racing dollar upgrades only. Let's check out the bonus series this car is featured in under Road Collection, Legend section. The series is called Flight of the Valkyrie. So it's the very last bonus series featuring just a single car. I know. I'd like to see other cars that we raced against during the special event, just for the fun of it, but that's not gonna happen. And if they do, I guess in the upcoming updates, if they do a exclusive series for this car, that'll just be another series featuring just a single car yet again. So kind of would be falling under the same category as cars like, oh gee, there's quite a few cars like that in the game, where it's featured in a single car bonus series. Like this one, obviously the 919, the Porsche 919, the Tribute Edition has bonus series as well as the exclusive series. Those are the only series available for that car. And both series, single car event, right? And then, Lotus Type 125, also kind of the same story. So, and not to mention the Ferrari F14 T2, also kind of the same thing, although that one is featured in bonus series with another Ferrari 412. So see, it'd be nice to see multiple car series, even if the cars in the same series may not be perfectly evenly matched, but that's what makes it fun. I mean, they didn't shy away in the past. There are tons of series in the game where cars are not evenly matched, but they're kind of shying away with this one. So anyway, Flight of the Valkyrie. Take the incredible Aston Martin Valkyrie for an unforgettable test flight. All right, so this is a pretty short series, by the way, just 15 tiers, with the total of 38 events. So that is 35 trophy events, and as you can see, 3 time trials. And the total gold available for this series, there's a total of 75 gold and 75,000 racing dollars. As you can see, they are matched. So first 25% completion is worth 9 gold and 9,000 racing dollars. And then, let's see, 50% completion will pay out additional 15 gold and 15,000 racing dollars. And the 75% completion pays another 20 gold plus 20,000 racing dollars. And the remaining 31 gold would be paid out upon 100% completing this series. Right. And for 25% completion, you will have to, since there are 38 events total, 25% of that would be essentially 9 trophy events, 9 gold trophies basically, and 1 time trial, which you would get there by winning all gold trophy. Tier 5 should yield that, and then 50% you would need to win 17 gold trophies and 2 time trials, and that would be in essentially tier 8, right? And then 75% completion reward would be at you would need 26 gold trophies and all 3 time trials, which means that would be done in tier 12 actually. And then of course 100% completion would be done when you've done all of it, right? So and for 100% completion, you need to bring the car's PR up to 112, which is pretty pricey. This car, let's see. Yeah, I mean, I haven't spent a single gold on this car to win it, obviously. So, I am actually going to wait for upgrade discount offer on this car because this is one of those really, really expensive car to upgrade. Like, you know, tier 1 is just racing dollars, so that's not a huge deal. I spent 751,300 racing dollars to win this car, the tier 1 upgrades basically. And tier 2 is all gold upgrades, and the total is going to be costing you 690 gold. That is pricey. And that'll bring your PR. Right now my PR is here. Let's check into, I guess we'll check into the cup, check out how many laps this one's gonna be actually. Just 2 lap Circuit of the Americas. But yeah, so with the tier 1 racing dollar upgrades across the board brings your PR from 95.5 up to 100.2. And that will basically get me through tier 2. All right. Which has PR requirement of 98.6. And then the next tier is just a showcase. So that means no PR requirement there. So that's a free tier that I get to go through. And of course, time trial does not require PR, obviously. And then that gets us to tier 5, at which point, in order to complete tier 5, you need PR 102.4. And yeah, you're going to have to spend some gold on that one, obviously. So, but before we get there, so if you got tier 1 racing dollar upgrades like I do, you will be able to still get through, I guess, 25%, since you only need a single gold trophy in tier 5, so you don't have to necessarily make it a cup event, right? And then moving on, tier 6 requires PR 103.4. Tier 7 requires PR 104.3. So that's the PR you're gonna need, since upon completing the time trial, you will win the 50% complete. Although, because of the time trial, you probably, and the showcase, you probably can skip tier 7 cup and able to claim 50% completion by doing the non-PR requirement event like Hunter and Drag Race, which means you might be able to snatch a 50% completion reward with 103.4, the PR, that is. So, something to keep in mind. Still, I mean, the tier 2 gold upgrades are not cheap. I mean, the cheapest one is 75 gold. You know, that's for brakes, of course. And then the most expensive one is engine, which costs 120 gold for tier 2. That's pricey. Anyway, if you want to press on, like these brave souls here, you got tier 10 for 107.1 PR requirement. Tier 11, you got 108 for PR requirement there. And then that's most likely somewhere around here. Maybe tier... Yeah, 107.1 might be what's actually required for 75% completion of the series, because most likely you'll be able to unlock next tier, because based on those 2 extra trophies, gold trophies you can win from the showcase tier, right? And then tier 14, now you're going for the final 100% completion by this point, right? So 111 is tier 14, and then the final tier will require PR 112.0. All right, so here, well, just check out the actual series itself. Tier 1, you got Hunter at Suzuka East, head to head, at Porsche Test Track, the Leipzig circuit, on-road short circuit, just a single lapper. And as we checked out earlier, Cup is going to be at Aston circuit, club circuit, for 2 laps, and Tier 1, there's no PR requirement. And Tier 2, we have Autocross at Silverstone International, Speed Snap at Monza Junior course. Interesting choice. And the Cup is going to be at Catalunya National, PR 98.6 required, and it's going to be a 2-lapper. So, unless your name is Speed Junkie, I suspect your PR might be higher just by winning this car from the special event. Of course, he won it with 0 upgrade. Hats off to him. Yes, incredible racer. Anyway, not quite that skilled. Alright, so next, Tier 3, we got drag race at Red Bull Ring Grand Prix. It's a drag race. Doesn't matter where it takes place, maybe. Cup at Suzuka Grand Prix, and this one's going to be a single lap. And showcase, no PR required there. And the first time trial is going to take place at Daytona Road Course. Hooray! Not a big fan. Tier 5, got speed record at the Berlin Tempelhof Airport Circuit. So that's a full lap. Pretty short one. Next, Speed Snap at Nürburgring Grand Prix. And then Cup is going to be at Mount Panorama with a PR 102.4 required. And that's going to be a single lap Cup. Short races, yeah. Alright, Tier 6, we got Endurance at the Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca. Drag race at Catalunya Grand Prix, and the Cup at Melbourne with a PR 103.4 required, and it's going to be a 4-lap Cup. In these cars, in Valkyrie, that's going to go by so quick. I suspect like under 50 seconds for sure per lap at Melbourne with this car. Anyway, Tier 7, we got Autocross at Bugatti Circuit, Speed Snap at Spa, and the Cup is going to be at Silverstone Bridge Grand Prix. 104.3 PR required, and just a 2-lap Cup. And up next, Tier 8, we got the time trial number 2. This one's going to be at Nürburgring Grand Prix. So that's cool. All right. Thankfully, it's not a night race. Moving on, Tier 9, we got Hunter at Brands Hatch. Drag race at Dubai Grand Prix, and lots of drag race in this short series. My goodness, really? With Valkyrie? You give us Valkyrie, car like Valkyrie, and you have us do a bunch of drag races? What's with that? That's, if I may point out, that's a really poor selection of events. We need longer races with the car like this one, I think. Anyway, we got a Cup at Daytona Motorcycle Course as well. 106.2 is the PR requirement, and that's going to be 3 laps. Alright, Tier 10, we got Speed Snap at Melbourne, head-to-head at Spa, and unfortunately just a single lapper. And the Cup at the Red Bull Ring National Circuit, PR 107.1 required, and 6 laps, alright. A little bit better, but National Circuit so short. Tier 11, we got Hunter at Nürburgring Grand Prix, Autocross at Mount Panorama, and the Cup at Hockenheim Short with a PR 108 required. And this is going to be a 6-lapper. Alright. I like Hockenheim Short, so that's all good. And then moving on, the final time trial will take place at Dubai International Circuit. That's least of my favorite at Dubai, but oh well. They really like to throw us international circuit from Dubai, I think. Anyway, Tier 13, we got head-to-head at the Aston Circuit of the Americas Club Circuit. Just a single lap. And then we got Speed Snap at Red Bull Ring Grand Prix, and the Cup at the Le Mans 24-hour circuit, PR 109.9 required, and it's gonna be just a single lapper. How disappointing. All right, moving on. Tier 14, we got Elimination at Mount Panorama, Drag Race. See, another drag race. It's gonna be at Daytona Speedway, but really, why does it matter? Makes minimal difference, especially when you're racing all same cars. Come on, it's just it's just a waste of an event, if you ask me. All right, and it's not all that exciting either. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. The final Tier 14 Cup is going to be at the Brickyard Indianapolis Motor Speedway Road Course, PR 111 required, and 5 laps. Okay, that's a decent length, but in order to get here, you gotta spend a lot of gold to get here. Price of entry, not cheap. And I thought they were being generous, letting us win this car without any gold. There's always a catch, right? Okay, final tier 15. You got head-to-head at Hockenheim National, another single lapper. Hunter at Silverstone Bridge Grand Prix, and the final cup is going to take place at Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca. 112 is the PR required, and it's going to be a 5-lapper. Yeah, I'm not spending all that gold just to do that, unfortunately, but there you go. That would be the series overview here. So I'll make do with what I got so far. As I said, I am going to wait on the upgrade discount offer from the game. I'm sure they will offer it in the future, hopefully sooner versus later, to make further progress. But for now, that'll do it for this video. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.